Hey everyone, it's me, Delobos, and I'm back with another video. Today we're doing another armor review, which I am quite excited to do. Another Warclans video. And we're doing the Ironjawz, favourite orcs. So in this video we're going to talk about where to start, how to expand from where to start, a few tactics, and things like that. So without further ado, let's get into it. Where to start? For once, I'm probably going to say start collecting, because I think this is one of the only factions that has a really good start collecting. What do you get in that one? First, War Chanter. Very good model. So many good buffs. He can essentially give +1 damage, and he gives 3d6 charges and things like that. Then you get 10 Ard Boys. Very good Tarpit unit. Hit decently hard with the War Chanter buffing them up, and get 3 attacks each. 4 up save, 2 wounds. Very decent troop. Especially for like 10 of them's only 170 points, which is cheaper than Kruleboyz, which is quite funny. And then you get your Smash unit, which are a unit of 3 Gore Grunters. Very, very good unit. One of your Smash units that move pretty fast, and with Mighty Destroyers, which doubles your move essentially if you're outside of charge range, you're moving 18 inches on the first turn, which can get you across most boards, which is very good. From there, I would recommend you get a squad of Auric Brutes. Another good battle line choice. Where your Ard Boys are the Tarpit, these guys are your Smash infantry. They hit very hard and get a lot of attacks, as well as being very good at killing characters, getting +1 a hit. And of course, the star of all the show, I would start with a Mega Boss on foot with an expansion. This is solely based off the fact that a Maw-Krusha might be a big investment for someone starting out, and having a guy on foot who hits like a truck is really good. The Shaman's also very good, but I don't currently own the Shaman yet. He's my next investment for my Auric Warclan army. I'm planning to do a big war. So let's talk about some of these subcultures, or the culture traits, as they're called. So the Iron Suns are first. These are the yellow ones. They're very showy-offy, and are somewhat tactical for Oryx, of the Ironjawz specifically. Because Ironjawz tend to be very punch first, and kind of just punch and then keep going. So they have a command ability as their sub-trait, which lets you, for 1 CP, choose an Ironjawz unit within 12, wholly within, and you charge on the enemy's turn. You can counter-charge, and it happens before anyone else does, so you can counter-charge the charger. Pretty good if you ask me, being able to, some guy charging a unit you don't want dead, cool, bang, whack right back into them. And with a few units having impact hits, that it really starts to hurt. They're very good with everything. They're just an all-rounder clan, in my opinion. Next are the Bloodtooths. So at the end of the combat phase, the Gore Grunters that are within 3 can make a pile-in, and if they have not fought but are not within 3, they can attempt to charge or move. So essentially, at the end of combat, your Gore Grunters could just pretend this is like a unit that they just finished over here, and there's a unit here. They just go bang right into them. They can't fight again, but it essentially can help tie up shooter units, which is really good. However, only Metapint's Gore Grunters, so your other things aren't getting any buffs from that, but your Gore Grunters become battle line. So essentially every troop choice you can choose becomes a battle line, which is really good. And finally we have the Choppers, the ones I like to play when I'm not going big war. So this guy has his give +1 damage to a unit within 15. The Choppers let him do that 3 times to squads of Ard Boys and squads of Brutes. It won't kick off, from my understanding, if you do it on the Mega Boss. It'll only happen if you do it on like 2 squads of Ard Boys and a squad of Brutes. But that's not really bad. That means you can go on a very heavy Tarpit, have like 30 bloody, have a squad of Brutes and a big Tarpit of Boys. They charge the Tarpit because they got nowhere else to go, get hit by 2 damage attacks, and you're now 2 damage -2 rend. Boys can make a 3d6 charge to come around whack. Yeah, the Choppers are real fun to play. They add a lot of strategy and a lot of placement of auras. They're very based on the auras. They're not. I would recommend them not really for beginners, just based off how much auras you have to keep track of. But yeah. Now, after we talk about subcultures, relics. What would I recommend for a new player? I would personally go with, for the Ironjawz relics, 3 damage plus melee weapon. It's just too good to turn down. The half move, 6 up ward and -1 to wound against you is really good, but not on this guy, only moves 4. This guy moves 4. It'd subtract 2, but that's half his movement, so he's moving 2, which you don't really want, whereas a Maw Crusher will move 10. So I would go with Destroyer. Plus 3 for 1 combat phase. You will kill anything you touch. And for Brutal Warlords on the Mega Boss, any of them are really good. I would not really go... I would do... Yeah, all of them are good. Even Mighty One Leader, giving you reroll charges within 12. Yeah, but you have to call the Wa, which is a bit of a thing. But it's fine. All of them are really good. There's not one I can recommend. Now, let's get on to building your first army. Buy the Start Collecting. That's good. I'm doing 1,000-point armies here, by the way. After that, get yourself a Mega Boss and some Brutes. And after that, I would personally invest in a Shaman and fill out the rest of your points with more Brutes. The Shaman gives you access to magic, which, you know, every army, if you can get magic in army, may as well. And, I mean, having the Mega Boss there is really, really fun. As well as having some more Brutes. Melee weapons, if you're going to have 2 units, may as well just mix and match with the weapons. Honestly, with the Brutes, they are genuinely a rule of cool unit. You can get away with all loadouts being real rule of cool, which is great. Like most armies have one weapon that's really good, like Chaos Knights with lances or Chaos Warriors with hand weapons. But with the Brutes, it's really good. Either weapon they take. And then we will talk about tactics. Ironjawz are a very straightforward army to play. Run up to the opponent and smash. You have a command ability called Mighty Destroyers, which lets a unit essentially double move if they can't charge if they can, or pile in if they can, in the command phase, which is pretty spicy if you ask me. And they also have an ability where if you kill something, another unit can fight, and it can keep stacking, which can make Ironjawz Alpha Strikes very scary, because they just keep fighting. If they haven't fought, obviously, they can't double fight. Also, with Ironjawz, they are very tanky, so their slowness is counteracted with tankiness. With everything in the army having a minimum 4+ save, and getting to a 2+ with all out defense, you're not going anywhere anytime soon. And they are also very good at the objective game. A, because our boys can just tarp an objective and good luck getting them off there. And B, these guys here can remove the 1 wound targets off objectives. Essentially, if they can test it, the enemy units within 6 cannot if they have 1 wound. And they're also good character killers, being able to get +1 to hit against things with 4 or more wounds. So they even can take down a few cheeky little monsters. Even taking down some like real good heroes, because they've got -2 rend hitting on 2s, which, being perfectly honest, is really good. Weaknesses. Your speed. Your speed is your biggest weakness. The fact that you have to dedicate 1 unit to go zoom, he can run out of the aura range and get completely torn apart, but your tankiness kind of counteracts that. Objective game, if you don't know what you're doing, you might get a bit buggered up, but that's alright most of the time. But yeah, Auric Ironjawz are like a very solid army to start with, just because it's very easy. You're just running forward and smashing. There's no shooting, so you don't even need to worry about the shooting phase, and your magic is very straightforward, either damage output or repositioning, which is, once again, just very basic. I would almost say they're a more basic version of Slaves to Darkness, except with a lot more damage output, which is real fun. So yeah, I really hope this helped. Once again, thank you for watching this video. I'm not sure which army I will be doing next. I probably need to find one to do. Might be Fleshy Courts, that'd be good fun. But I don't want to do them too close to their battle time being released. But yeah, that's it. So I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.